to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go, here we go. H-Gator. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 55. Right there in the middle.
Off the play fake. Fields. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check. Pull it.
Looking to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw again. Fields. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
This is Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Catch made here by Campbell. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 1 Omaha.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
I got you. I got him.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fakes and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In your face.
12. Mark 55. Mark 55. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
55. Right there. Hey, Delta.
Now Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that kind of D. Go. Tight dog.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Fields. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Throwing on first down, Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards.
53, check 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Let's go. Hey, we got...
From the gun, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's going to air it and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, Foxtrot! Foxtrot! Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
From the 29, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Check, 59.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Campbell making the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I got you. Check 26. Check. I got this. 13. Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Yeah.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, gun.
Cook following the penalty. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Here we go.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home. You go take.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
I got you. Boy. I'm trying to collect.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Dorsett's got him. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's make these big. Never mind, 52, right 52. What we got? Watch Mike. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Garoppolo now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
11.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. Dorsett making the catch. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo, he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Point after up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Tighten down. There you go.
Off play action. Fields. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
From the gun, Fields. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
No.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
See if they do just that. They run it again with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Keep it up. 55's my guy. 55. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Hey, watch it. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the 1st half. But now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch twist. Shit. 21.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Second down and inches. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike.
Crunch down, defense.
On first down, it's Cohen. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go. 60 out, low.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike's 59.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And it's caught. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check, 59. Double dog, that's the way. Slam.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Eddie Weber.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. 3 buzz. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Hey.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Here we go. 180.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check safety. Check safety. Check. Lucky.
Play action. Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Well, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground with a tight end. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Come on, dude. 11. 55, my God, 55.
You ain't doing nothing today. 11.
Garoppolo now. Got an open man. It's QT. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Kiki QT, 95 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down now, it's Watts. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, third and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off play action. Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On 4th down, Fields being chased out left. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go again.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.